So now, more practical point is that why this water center is the center for addiction also. As I told you that when energy flows through us, that's where we feel the juice of life, when we feel alive. Because we are into a stagnant state of mind, our thoughts, our way of life is not giving us juice, is not making us feel alive. So then you need additives. Addiction can be anything. Watching too much TV or having some drug or a smoke. What it does to you is that it makes your juices flow. For example, watching a good movie makes your juices flow. That's why you enjoy the movie. But you are not seeing that you're depleting yourself. You're exhausting yourself by living that somebody else's emotion through a movie. Same is with drugs. And once you take any drug, because your own water is stagnant, because no new experiences are entering into it, and you want that movement. So you drink alcohol or smoke charas or ganja or some LSD. What happens? It activates your dormant energy, stagnant energy into action. And you're living that wow. And it's not just great thoughts. You're feeling a sensation, electric sensation into your whole water system, and you feel first time alive. But then it disappears. Then you go deeper into the stagnation. Then you need more of it. Same way we are addicted in relations. People want to hang out with certain people because on their own, they have no stimulation happening of their energy. So they need the other person to constantly stimulate them. It goes so bad that we pick up fights with each other in relations to feel stimulated energetically. So this you have to understand very deeply. Then many a times we don't have problems with life. We have problems with our boredom with life. To make it interesting, we catch the beloved ones around us and start a duo. And same happens with me when people ask me questions. Most of the questions are, their mind is exhausted by the empty words of philosophies and gurus and this and that. They're repeating them and they say, oh, I am frustrated, nothing is happening. Why it is not happening? Because your mind is exhausting your water energy. Now it's empty. Now you're not feeling the flow. Many people told me that in the beginning meditation was working, but now it's not working because you made it a psychological part, talking about it and all that. Now you exhausted your wisdom. Now you do not feel that stimulation because your water and your sun are not meeting. They are not having a dialogue to create a new action, to create a new circumstance, to create a new formation in life. Either you're indulging or you are mind fucking. So in these two, they have to come together. You cannot drop an addiction. Now, this is important to understand. Till you do not have a better juice flow, which is organic. For example, people smoke a cigarette. It gives a certain kick. But you cannot just drop a cigarette and have nothing. You have to create a positive and organic, some kind of pattern. When you feel a longing to have that addiction, you know there is another better option for you to flow. Because we're looking for a flow. You cannot just drop a habit which is giving you a flow, maybe temporary, and go into a blank. Because that blank is the biggest suffering. Because you want to feel alive. That's why we want to go into addictions. It's not wrong, but it is bad for the health, bad for your mind. There is no right and wrong. Each thing has a consequence. So this understanding about why you get into patterns is that you have realized one is the security. You feel in a pattern, you are secure. At the same time, you want to feel alive. But alive comes with a price of insecurity. And to avoid that insecurity, it's better to buy your juice from a shop or from a dealer and have it. It's under your control. But then you are disconnected with life. And it starts to show into your actions. It starts to show into your relations. That stagnation. I'm not telling you guys any philosophy or any new way. I am just because all the philosophies and people's questions show that people are moving around with recipes. And recipes won't fulfill your hunger. People are hungry, but they have Ramana Maharishi, Sadgurus, and all that Osho's philosophy and all that, but it's not working. What I am sharing with you is you have a pot, you have vegetable, you have spices. But I am sharing you how to put on the fire so you can eat finally. So that's why I avoid any philosophical questions. From my conversation, you will see there are more applicable practical wisdom so that you can get activated. Then most of your questions will disappear once you see, till I have not been given the dry fruits by some of you guys posted me. Till then, I was fantasizing about different foods. Once I'm eating every day, I don't fantasize any foods because I'm content by enjoying the food I am eating. So same happens. You become relaxed once you fall in tune with life. Then you don't fantasize about futures, but in that tune, you want to sing your song. And that song is not some special song or spiritual song or this and that. Your each action is your radiance of your sun and water energy. Because the union of sun with water is creating clouds and rains and prosperity. And we have disconnected from this cycle. Why you are addicted to a person, to a thought, to an activity? Because you must be getting something out of it. And what you are getting out of is the flow of your juice, flow of your energy, which your situations are not giving you. So to alter that, you have to create situations where you start to flow in life. Then your dependence on the addictions disappear. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhaj Man Haran Bhav Bhayo Darunam Nav